golden years, as we would call it, because the growth and the progress of NIBM has been really exponential. 50 years ago, NIBM commenced in a very humble way, a small office with just 2 rooms, a little unit of the Industrial Development Board, IDB it's called now, and it was in McCarthy Road. Over the years, it had developed, and as you would have seen in the images shown just a little while ago, we have developed into a very big institute. We have a roll call of around 10,000 or more students, a faculty of 180 or 190 people, and also branches in Kandy, Gurunegala, Galle, and Mathura. Certainly a great stride over 50 golden years, as we call it. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk of progress, we have to also look at the new world that has taken over in the 21st century. We commenced, as I said, in the 1960s, and then in the 1970s we suddenly grew quite a bit, and we have in fact over the years provided education, higher education to thousands of students who have not been able to gain entrance to the state-owned universities, which are given free of charge, purely because not that they are bad, not that they are not qualified, but because of the limitations for free education. Here we have a situation. During our growth, we have also come across many partnerships and international partnerships, and we are really pleased and grateful to our international partners who are here today. That's Madam Caris Bonan from the Coventry University, Dr. Zainuddin bin Abed Mananj, Deputy Vice Chancellor from the UTM Malaysia, and also our governing council members, and you, the parents, children, and the distinguished guests. We've been a state-owned institute, and when we grew with a big building. As you see, the NIBM is just across the road in Mediamarkt. And now we are in fact expanding a little more into 47 perches just behind the building. In the years to come, we have been just allocated that land. It's a state-owned institute and popularly known as NIBM. It has been of service to the nation in providing opportunities for the thousands of school leavers. The NIBM offers diplomas, higher national diplomas, as also graduate studies in the fields of business management, information technology, and languages. All of which enable the students to move into business, industry, and or even the government services, because these are sort of generally capacity buildable. It can build your capacity to move in, to be transferable to any place that you would like to. Information technology today is really top of the agenda, and that is what is making the difference in the digital world. And without language, without knowing the foreign languages and other languages, you cannot connect with the world. So all three disciplines, namely business management and information technology and the languages, are very relevant. So this is what these are the disciplines that NIBM is involved in today. Today, when you talk of a 21st century knowledge society, these disciplines help in adapting and transferring skills as appropriate, and are therefore much sought after by industry and the services. The use of apps is now the order of society, and digital technology occupies pride of place. As the introduction showed, there are many new initiatives like the Uberization or the hotel industry, having not owning any hotels but is the biggest industry, that pertaining to the hotels. This is what is possible through the 21st century society using information technology. Although state-owned, NIBM has not been a burden on the government's coffers. We have self-financed ourselves and also grown in a way that we are offering extra services. In fact, the National School of Business Management, which is housed in Pitapana, Pomagama, is an initiative of the NIBM. And also, in order to keep up with the modern society, we have created the Innovation Center, National Innovation Center, which is in Colombo 5, and which looks at and provides opportunity for the students to engage in fashion and design, in interior decor and architecture, in broadcasting journalism and music industry, all of which are creative industries. So NIBM has been involved in also promoting creativity. Added to that, now when you look at the innovations in the 21st century, that is where we have come in and we have stepped in to provide our students with the ability to engage in these digital technologies in order to innovate, to find solutions to the issues that beset the country, and also to make new products possible. There are also the various issues involved, although on the one hand 21st century has seen a huge progress, on the other hand it has brought about many other disasters. Whilst many jobs may be lost, new jobs will be created, especially in the service industries and in the manufacturing industries through the use of these digital technologies. Having said this, ladies and gentlemen, you may no doubt agree with me that education is the biggest treasure within, biggest resource of every human being. And as the general report of UNESCO mentioned, that it's not enough to learn and learn to do, but most importantly in the 21st century, it is important to learn to live together and learn to be. Because if you look at the world today, there is no corner of the world where humans are arrayed against humans. Life has become like a supermarket. Everyone is competing for those goodies. And in the pursuit of these goodies, greed has overtaken the need. There is no compunction on the other when you are running after the goodies. Unbridled corruption has increased the difference or the gap between the rich and the poor. It has brought in poverty and exclusion. If you look at the massive consumption by the rich and developed countries and individuals, they consume a lot more per capita than the bigger populations. Now this has brought about global warming, climate change, and other disasters like floods, droughts, landslides, and the other sudden disasters like tsunamis that come with it. So we need to address these issues. As the Delors report said, it's not enough to learn and to do, but most importantly we need to learn to live together and learn to be. So it is in this context that if we look at our history, it was 2,560 or more years ago that the Lord Buddha preached the greatest philosophy of impermanence and ahimsa. Jesus followed years later with the doctrine of turning the other cheek. And in the turn of the century, the next centuries to come, both Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King fought for their rights with peace in their hearts. But today, our children and the activists, they fight for their rights with bombs tied to their waist. Now, this is certainly not a world that we can be proud of. This is not a world that we can leave as a legacy to our future generations. This is something that needs to be addressed urgently. So this is where we will decide, we will propose on behalf of NIBM to provide this kind of learning to be able to live together and to be, and for that reason, if we look at the the agenda on sustainable development, that is a very good agenda to follow because it covers all these issues like the living together, peace and harmony, environment, the respect for it, respect for the other, health, knowledge of the economics and the society. So these are the 5 pillars which we can address through sustainable development, and our students should have the opportunity to focus on those, and this should come in as a part of our teaching and learning process. Same goes with life skills. The academic qualifications or development is not merely enough. We need to impart on our students the soft skills of leadership, of communication, of emotional intelligence, and of being able to transfer the skills, the transferable skills. So these have to be inculcated and introduced into the teaching and learning process. And I, as chairman, I can assure you, dear students, dear parents, that these will be focused upon in our teaching and learning process, and this would become part of the learning outcomes of the students at NIBM. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have spoken enough. I have given you the perspectives of NIBM in the times to come. But before I conclude, I also want to thank our Honourable Minister, despite his very busy schedule and at the very last moment's notice, has graced this occasion to be with us today. Thank you, Honourable Minister. And also, I wouldn't be doing right if I do not thank our faculty, our administrators, our heads of departments, and all of them who over the years continued to support NIBM and gave all the support to bring NIBM to what it is today. So a big thank you to all. Thank you, and thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rohan Prithviraj Perera, for those very thought-provoking remarks chronicling the history of NIBM over the last 5 decades as well as outlining plans for the future.
ජාතික ව්‍යාපාර කළමනාකාරීත්ව ආයතනය සිය අභිමානනීය 50 වන සමරුව මෙලෙසින් සමරති. වර්තමාන තරුණ පරම්පරාවේ හදගස්ම හඳුනාගත් ඔවුන්ගේ සිතුම් පැතුම් හඳුනාගත් ජාතික ව්‍යාපාර කළමනාකාරීත්ව ආයතනය පුරා දශක 5ක් අපේ රටේ තරුණේ මේ අඛණ්ඩ ගමන් මඟ තුළ අපේ රටේ තරුණයට සාම්ප්‍රදායික උසස් අධ්‍යාපන රාමුවෙන් ඔප්පුවට යමින් එදා මෙදා තුර ලාංකීය උසස් අධ්‍යාපන ක්ෂේත්‍රයේ කිසිවෙකුත් සම නොවූ සහ කිසිවෙකුත් මෙතෙක් ස්පර්ශ නොකළ අධ්‍යාපන රාමුවක අපේ රටේ තරුණ පරම්පරාව රැගෙන යන්නට සමත් වුණා. ඒ වගේම සීමාවන් අතික්‍රමණය කරමින් නව්‍යතාවෙන් පිරිපුන් තරුණ පරම්පරාවක් නිර්මාණය කිරීමට ජාතික ව්‍යාපාර කළමනාකාරීත්ව ආයතනයට හැකියාව ලැබුණා. අප ගමන් මගේ විශේෂම සංවිස්ථාන විදියට අපට හඳුන්වා දෙන්නට පුළුවන් ඒ සියලු දේ. ඒ වගේම විශ්ව ගම්මානයක් බඳු වූ ලෝකයේ පුරා විහිදෙන නව දැනුම අපේ රටේ තරුණ පරම්පරාව අතර බෙදා දෙමින් නිපදවම ඔවුන්ගේ ශක්තිය බවට පත් වුණේ ජාතික ව්‍යාපාර කළමනාකාරීත්ව ආයතනය. ගෙවුණු දශක 5ක අභිමානනීය ඉතිහාසය පුරා අපේ රටේ තරුණ පරම්පරාව සවිබල ගැන්වීමට විදේශීය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයන් රැසක් සමග එකතු වෙමින් ඔවුන් සමග මුහු වෙමින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ තරුණ පරපුර වෙනුවෙන් වූ නවතම අධ්‍යාපනික උපාධි පාඨමාලාවන් රැසක්